Alright lads, so last week we started our journey to collect every Lucario card that's ever been printed, and this week we took that to an entirely new level. We attended our first card show on the channel, the Cerulean Card Show in County Carlow, and with €300 in my pocket I knew this was probably going to get pretty expensive. Look, I didn't exactly know what I was going to walk out of there with, but I certainly did not expect to walk out of there with what I did. From mystery packs to ETB protectors, and of course a whole lot of Lucarios. We picked up a crazy haul. So let's see exactly what I bought and we can make our mind up on whether I actually got €300 worth. Let's get into it. Hey guys, we're here in the car on the way to our card show. Oh god, I'm tired. We're up super early here. I have a plan. I have my trade binder here. Now look, let's not be real. There's really not much value in here. I'll pop a little clip of what's in here up on screen now. You'll see yourself. Nothing really of much value here. I don't really want to get rid of too much. I know that sounds silly. Well, it doesn't sound silly. Nobody wants to get rid of their cards, but I want to get the cool Lucario cards, but I don't want to get anything. I don't want to get rid of anything cool, but look, it's only a quick intro. I'm sure I'll do a quick voiceover, let you know what we're going to get and what we're doing, but we'll see you in a bit. Alright lads, so yeah, once we got to the card show, we quickly realised it was a little bit quieter and a little bit smaller than we expected it to be. Still a really cool card show, had a great time, but I decided against bringing I had a chest mount in, I had my gimbal, I was kind of all set to go in there. But because of how it was just a little bit quieter than I thought it would be, I decided against that. So I went in, I took loads of clips, it'll all be on screen for you now, but all in all, that card show, we got a massive haul. I'll be showing you little clips as I'm talking here, but I was flicking through binders from the start. I was really excited. I was looking for Lucario, but I was also looking for a particular set of cards. You'll see, I'll pop them on screen there now. But basically, I love it. I think there's a set from Prismatic and there's a set from some other sets. I'm not exactly sure which sets they are, but I'll pop up on screen now. But I love the cards that have them white backgrounds. I think they're really cool. I actually have a binder page full of them now. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about once I've got these clips over and done with and we cut back to live Darren. But you'll see we're just flicking through binders, finding Lucarios, finding Riolus, finding all sorts of cool stuff. We went from buying mystery packs, we bought a binder, we bought 2 ETB protectors. But no matter the fact that it was a little bit of a small card show, that did not take away from the fact that it was just loads and loads of cool stuff there. All the vendors were really nice. And much to my surprise, we actually did okay with the trades. We managed to get rid of about half of what was in my trade binder. There was one guy, I'll shout him out on screen there now if I got a clip of his name or anything, but there was one guy that we actually did a straight swap. Got about €9-10 worth of cards off him, and he took, 2 or 3 cards off me. There was one guy, a young lad, he was a really cool guy actually. He basically said to me, look, there's not too much value here, but he grabbed 3 or 4 cards. He said, look, take €1 off the value there. So every little helps to me, so I was delighted to get rid of it. It's just cool to trade cards, to be honest. I mean, I honestly didn't, I knew there wasn't anything of massive value in there. I just wanted to give myself the challenge to say, am I going to go and try trade some cards to get some cool cards? And lads, let me say it to you, we absolutely smashed it out of the park. We got a really good start on our Lucario collection. We got some kind of cheap cards, to some older cards that I wasn't too sure I was going to be able to find, to some moderately expensive cards. So I'm really excited to show you guys all that. But we also have, cool binders, cool sleeves, cool ETB protectors. It's all happening. It's all really cool. But listen, I've waffled on enough. I'll cut you back to live Darren and he'll show you exactly what we got from the card show. There of me walking around the card show. I'm just on the way out here now, so I'll sit down and show you a rough idea what I got. I'll show you a much better idea when I get back at home. I got a big 12 pocket binder. I've got a big bag of goodies. See, Phantasmal Flames and Pitch Black. That's a couple of ETB protectors. They're really cool. And I said to myself, right, Darren, make sure you only spend maybe €100. I'd say we're up past 300, I'd say. I got some really cool stuff. I got this binder full of stuff, okay? And if you have a look here, the trade binder has been cleared out. Not too much left. There's a couple left, obviously, but mostly been cleared out. At least they took at least half my stuff, which is deadly. It was cool to get a couple of trade-ins, and I don't know if you can. Here's the amount of pages of cards I bought. Okay, we've got about easily 20 or 30 cards there. Can't wait to show you, lads. See you back in the office. And back we are. Okay, we're back here, back home, back in the office, back wherever you want to say I am. And I don't have everything with me, but I have a good bit. I have my big 12 pocket binder, which is, I'm delighted to get this. €30 it cost me, which is, I think, is so cheap. Protecto TCG, bit of a shout out for him. He actually is the same guy that made us this binder here with the Majin Vegeta and Lucario, so he's a cool guy. We bought that binder off him. What I have here is, I'll do you a quick rundown real quick. Actually, I'll pop on screen there now the Lucario, or not the Lucario, sorry, the Phantasma Flames and the Pitch Black ETB protectors. We bought them. They're super cool. They're magnetic, so they click on the top. I'm delighted to get them. I'm definitely going to pick up a couple more ETBs and probably then those ETP protectors. But here I'll show you the first page of my, I'll say this is more my personal collection kind of stuff. I have much more than this, but this is kind of like what I've organized into a nicer binder. I kind of want this to be my themed cool binder, you know, that kind of way. So these are the prismatic cards I bought. Okay, I don't know how well they're coming up. I've got the Umbreon and Espeon there, which I think are super deadly. They go together, obviously. And then I have the Lapras with the promo card Lapras right beside her. The Palisand. Just really cool cards. If we flip over to the next page, these are the other cards. You'll have to tell me in the comments. Maybe I'll do a bit of research myself, but I never end up doing it. Them cards, so the Gyarados and the Greninja. Well, this white background I think is super cool. The same way these lads, the prismatic ones, have, but I actually think I might prefer these ones. It's a very simple design, but I just think it's super deadly. But you can see the gap's missing in the binder. That's because I don't have a full set of them yet. But we're going to a card show next week. That'll likely be episode 3, lads. So make sure to stick around, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll have another card show haul next weekend. Here is page 3 for my favorite Pokemon, Lucario. So again, this isn't part of the Lucario binder. This is all my own personal collection stuff that maybe my wife has bought me or I bought myself, or you know, that kind of stuff. But before we started the challenge, okay, so I'm not including any of these in my Lucario binder because I want the Lucario binder to be its own thing. But we've got loads of cool ones. You can see all the different versions. There's definitely a couple of these I'm going to want for my actual binder, and a couple that I already picked up. I'll show you there now in a second. Next page. These are really cool. I don't know why everyone's not picking these up. The starters. Now, we have all the good ones, but I do not have the Gen 1, which I definitely have left that space there for them. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, right there. But they're going to look really cool when they come in. And then, of course, the last page for now is, oh no, sorry, there's a bit of Gengar there too. I like Gengar. People love Gengar. I'm not as into him. I've got a page dedicated there to Riolu as well. But poor old Riolu does not have as many cards. Now, there is more cards. I've not bought them all, but he's underloved, I think. But he'll have his day in the sun. Now, but the actual purpose of the video, the Lucario binder. Again, our Lucario binder is still on holiday. That's week 2 that he's on holiday. But we'll forgive him, because when it comes, it'll be unreal. So you can see we've started the collection. So we got the cool promo Lucario binder there. Isn't it really deadly the way, you know, as they fill up, the colours starting to fill up? So I'll flick through real quick for you. I might throw a little overhead as well. I'll be flicking through these pages for you to get a better view. But we picked up all these Lucarios. Some were cheap, some weren't. This lad here, 50 cent. Can you go wrong? 50 cents for him. Some of these, I try to avoid, I think you'll see in one of the clips earlier that I was showing there in that quick montage. There was one, but it said lightly played, and or not even lightly played, I think it was heavily played actually, sorry. But look, they're going into a binder. They don't have to be in immaculate, perfect condition. They don't all have to be Ace 10s, PSA 10s, whatever. But I want them to, you know, I don't want scratches and marks all over them. This is a really cool card. See, this cards I've never seen before. This one's really cool. This one was common. This was 30 cents, I think. But it's the common ones that are going to be difficult to find. So I'm really delighted to pick that up. The Lucario V, kicking ass as he always does. There's a shiny one here coming up. Nothing on that page. There we are. This shiny. This was 29 euro I paid for him. Again, you guys might know better than me if some of these are very, very difficult to pick up. That's the coolest card I think. So far of what I've bought, that's the coolest card. The Mega Lucario EX with Lucario kind of, so you have Mega there and the normal Lucario there in the background. Super cool. But we actually, of these plain pages that I didn't have a card for, we did find this one here, which is a promo version of this card. So it's deadly to pick that one up. I also picked up a couple of fan arts just to have when the time comes and I got my proper binder. I'll use these fan arts in the binder somehow, some way, because I think they're cool. I'm not going to commit to buying every fan art I ever see, but if I see some cool ones, I'm definitely going to pick them up. But listen lads, that was really cool. Next week we're going to a card show again in Dublin. I'll pop it up on screen. I can't remember exactly the name of the card show, but I'll pop it up on screen now. But really excited. So episode 3 is coming out next week, lads. We're going to pick up the hunt is probably for one of the premium end Lucarios next week. Maybe the Mega Lucario EX, the gold one, or maybe the SIO where he's fighting Venusaur. Pop them both on screen here and here. But yeah, that's the plan, lads. I'm excited to be getting the ball rolling on this binder. I can't wait for the actual binder to show up. But either way, lads, please like, comment, subscribe. Please follow along the journey. It's only ramping up now and it's going to get even better. Episode 3 out next week, lads. Monday, 8 o'clock on this YouTube channel. I'll see you there. Peace.